Hey Steve, it's Joey. I was just going to make a short video for you guys. I got my phone's lights like blinding me. I don't usually shoot it like this, but it's dark out here. I thought I'd just come outside. The wind's blowing. It's really nice. Oh, just a second. There's somebody walking by. Hey Steve. I don't know. Oh crap. This is going to be epic.
Hey Steve, it's Joey. Hope you really like the intro to this video. I hope I edited it well. And I'm going to bring in my partner to help me make it at the time. You might recognize him.
Hi Steve.
It is Matt Waitman. Well, first I'll tell you why Matt's here. I know we try to write some notes down. This video's going to be all over the place. We'll try to get done quickly though. Matt's here because he came down. He's Liam's godfather. Nicole, his wife's the godmother, and they're here for Liam's baptism this week, which is tomorrow morning. But we had a lot of fun today, hanging out. So, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, today I actually drove in today. Last night I left after work, drove down about 3/4 of the way, is that about right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it was getting late. I figured I'd just take a nap in a Walmart parking lot. So, last night I slept in my car at Walmart. And then this morning I got up and came here, got here about 10 o'clock, and what was the first thing we did today?
The first thing we did, well, we hung out at the house for a while until about noon, and then we went over to the aquarium.
Mexican first.
Oh yeah, right. We had good Mexican food.
Mexican lunch.
Actually, Mexican food, the further south you get, the better the Mexican food gets. And I'm not trying to be racist or anything, it's just the fact.
Well, you're getting closer to the
where
the food comes from.
I guess so, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But it was good, right?
Yeah, I liked it.
Better than Bell Vernon?
It's hard to say because I didn't get what I normally get when I go to a Mexican restaurant. But what I had was very awesome. So I'll have to try next time to go back to Bell Vernon. We'll have a better assessment then.
Yeah. I just love Bell Vernon's Mexican restaurant. Well, the only one I knew of at the time that was new. It's called Old Mexican, so it's kind of funny that... Anyway, what's the next thing we did?
Then we did the museum.
Okay. Well, the aquarium. I kept calling it the museum all day, and Molly kept correcting me all day long, saying it's
nothing
aquarium.
is dead. Well, there were dead things in there, but it's mostly for the live exhibit. So
yeah, it's actually a pretty cool aquarium. I don't know if I took Chad or Tim. I take most people that come visit because it's actually pretty cool. It takes you from like the mountains of North Carolina, all the marine life, all the fishes and everything, all the way to the coast and out in the ocean. So it's kind of cool how the museum progresses.
Yeah, it was a neat cycle.
Anything you want to talk about that you saw at the museum?
I don't know.
All right. Well, what did we do next?
I guess I wasn't that excited to.
Well, the girls Nicole got something from the gift shop.
Yeah, well,
got a pint glass because
yeah.
you guys collect them wherever they go, which I think is an awesome thing to do.
Right. So I don't know how exciting that is for all of you, but
I think it's cool. Next thing we did was Matt had this idea, and I think he's been planning it for a while. Just didn't let anybody know until he got down here. But we went crabbing, which was a lot of fun actually.
Well, it wasn't a long plan. It's just something. When I go to the beach, I like to go crabbing.
It wasn't a long plan, but he had called like fishery places down here to see where would be a good place to go. And
yeah, I called yesterday. Found out where to go.
I mean, that's a lot of planning.
Joe's not really an outdoorsy guy. We all know how much he plays video games. So I thought I better call and do the homework, and but
it was a lot of fun. We tied we used chicken neck as a bait.
Yep.
Tied a little weight to that and like to a string and just hung it off the edge of this dock, and you let it go to the bottom, and then Matt taught us you like slowly pull it up, and the crabs are like they're hanging on to it, and as you're pulling them up to the surface they just keep hanging on to it. If you pull them all the way up or too fast they let go.
Yeah, once they leave the water they let go, or if you're pulling too fast like you said.
But if you do it just right, Matt was down because we couldn't reach with this net from the dock. It wasn't a long enough pull. So Matt got down on these rocks, and we're like trying to pull him over to him, and then as soon as we pull him up high enough, you'd
scoop him up with a long fish net.
And how many did we catch?
We only had 2 keepers, but I think we caught 4.
That last one wasn't a...
Oh yeah, keeper? I forgot about that one. Yeah, so 3 keepers and 2 small guys we had to let go. So 5 altogether.
We ended up giving it to some guy from Ohio. Him and his kids were there, and they were crabbing too,
Oh,
but
the
further
kids,
down the
yeah.
dock. But those kids were like helping us. They were like really interested in what we were doing, so we just gave it to them when we finished instead
Yeah.
of cooking it for dinner. Then we had pizza for dinner.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that Sicilian?
Well, that was good. Yeah, it was a good crust.
It's my favorite pizza down here. It's really good. I don't think you guys have had that either. So
Luigi's,
see, there's
right?
more reasons for you guys to come down here and visit me. There's things we can do.
We can crab now.
Yeah, I can take you crabbing now. Matt showed me how.
Yeah.
I can't believe how popular it actually is. There's a whole section of the Walmart here that's dedicated to crabbing. It's got
Yeah.
the nets, the bait, the line, like the weights, like everything in the little section.
I came down, and when we talked about it today, he's like, well, I don't know, maybe we need a license. You know, you sure we're going to find this stuff at Walmart? I'm like, trust me, I don't live here, but I know what's here. But again, if you play video games all day, you know.
Oh my gosh. It's funny because I don't play video games anymore. Maybe it's sad, I don't know. Okay, and then what did we do after that? We got the pizza.
Pizza.
We came back here.
Watch the Olympics.
Yeah, we watched the Olympics a little bit, which was nostalgic actually to watch the Olympics because I mean we have such great memories of the swimming.
Yeah, today was Phelps, which Phelps lost today. If you guys were watching,
Yeah.
Ryan
Talaki.
Yeah.
He
In
was,
fact, Phelps didn't even place.
yeah, he didn't. He wasn't on the podium. Well, he placed fourth, but it wasn't a medal.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. We started watching the Olympics because it was the girls' volleyball, beach volleyball.
We were gonna watch a movie, and somehow we just said, "Well, this is good too."
Yeah, this is good. We'll watch girls playing beach volleyball. Our wives let us do it. Okay, and then yeah, but the swimming for me, it's hard to watch swimming on the Olympics because I want to do it. I miss it. I just
Yeah.
miss the swimming.
There are some emotions.
And Chad, I'm sorry we're talking about swimming because I know you had nothing to do with like Matt, Tim, and I like while we were swimming in high school. Though I will tell this quick little anecdotal story about Chad's first time or the only time Tim and I talked you into going to swim practice with us.
Chad tried it.
Yeah, we tried to get Chad on the swim team our freshman year. What happened was, unfortunately, the practice that we convinced Chad to come to was one of those practices where we run the ramps before practice.
Oh.
And I don't even know if Chad got to the pool that day.
Oh, okay.
Because we were running the ramps, and he's like, because Chad hates to run. And
Sorry, Chad, I did too.
we were running the ramps, and he was dying the entire time. And for anybody that's watching doesn't know, the ramps are like, they go up, they go up, they go up, and they go down, 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 down. Like, they're actually terrible to run on. They're terrible for your knees because, like, they're so inclined.
You're either running
and the
up or
turns are,
down.
like, real jagged.
Yeah, there's four different ramps that
Yeah.
you run by the time you're done.
It's rough. But after that, we go to the pool and we swim. And I think Chad actually got in the pool, but, I mean, he was just so worn out and disheartened from all the running that he wasn't even about to start swimming. So, like, that was Chad's one and only trip to the pool.
See, Chad, you didn't mention that, and what you'd tell your 12-year-old self is stick with swimming.
Yeah.
That was-
I think that's all I really, like, had things down I wanted to cover. There was the bar exam. I don't know if we have enough time for that, but basically a few things happened at the bar exam this year that have never happened before. And I'll tell you first what the bar exam is, okay? It's 2 days of testing. So it can all the subjects of the law everywhere, okay? First day's essays, second day's multiple choice, okay? The first day's essays are all state-specific essays for North Carolina. And it's divided into 6 essays in the morning, 6 essays in the afternoon, and those sessions are 3-hour-long sessions each. Well, the afternoon session, we were doing our essays, there was a huge storm that came overhead. And the building that we do the bar exam in is this huge open building. It's actually on the state fairgrounds in North Carolina that they do the livestock auction in this room. And so you're just in this big open area, and it has a metal roof, so the storm's coming over, you just hear this terrible storm coming over. All day we could hear people like in the next building over, they're cutting lumber or whatever they were doing. Very distracting. At one point in the exam, there's rats running around. Only 2 rats, okay, I think, but they took care of them. I mean, they didn't kill them, but they like trapped them off into like a cornered area. So,
Were the lawyers who are like proceeding over the test?
yeah, well, they're not lawyers; they're proctors.
Okay.
I think I don't know.
I'm just like
I don't want to say
picturing guys
anything
in a
bad
suit
about the
and-
proctors, but
and
they're
a tie
not.
and-
Some of them aren't the most professional or like people that should be doing that.
Okay.
But yeah, they were dressed in suit and ties though. They're
Chasing mice with a broom.
Yeah, it was, yeah, basically. Well, the afternoon, that storm was so bad that we had a power outage. It only lasted for 7 minutes, so they gave us 7 minutes extra. Well, then we had another power outage, and it was 45 minutes long. And the problem is in that same room, I mean, there's like, I don't know, 800 up to 1,000 people in this huge room. And problem is, some of them are, there's one section over the side, they're all doing handwritten essays. Most people do it on laptops now. That costs extra to do that. But I do it laptops because I'm just better typer than I am writer. My handwriting sucks. Just like you, Tim. You said that in like Chad couldn't read your handwriting last video. No one ever can read your handwriting. I wanted to make a note of that. And no one can read mine either. But so we're typing. So the problem is some people had maybe a slight advantage that when it went black, our computer stayed on. So we were able to keep working. But the people that were writing, it was pitch black in that room. They couldn't see. They couldn't keep writing. So right now, actually, the board isn't sure what they're going to do. They're going to make us retake the exam, retake that portion of the exam, grade the exam, that portion of the exam, considering what happened in their grading, which I don't know what that means, but those are some of the options they're pouring over. So it's pretty crazy. The best thing that happened at this bar exam was the lunch time between the two sessions at the first day, the essay day. I'm walking around this field in the fairgrounds, just off to the side, and I noticed $10 bill. I pick up, I'm like, wow, $10. You know, it's a pretty weathered bill. It's been out there for a while, so I figured it was pretty safe just to have it myself. I'm walking a little further, I find a $20 bill. I was like, man, this is awesome. $30 I found. So I spent that entire lunch break walking around the field out in the fairgrounds trying to find more money. I didn't find any more, but it was I don't know. It's like that would have been awesome.
If you don't become a lawyer, I just don't. I mean, it's destined. It seems to me.
What? Because I was looking around
looking
for money. That's messed up. I saw a good friend from OCS too. I don't know if he watches like this stuff or anything, but Bagwell, he was an awesome guy from OCS. So it was cool to see him there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad it's over.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on now.
All right. Sorry, the camera ran out, so we had to play again. Anyway, what I was trying to say was the other part of that video seemed to me like the 12-year-old was asking like what's it like to be me, you know, in the future. So if you were that 12-year-old kid talking to yourself now, how would you respond? Like, would you be mad about who you are, or would you be happy? What are the things you'd be happy about? What are the things you wish would change about who you were going to be? So.
I think I might as well go ahead and answer that now. I think my 12-year-old self would be completely shocked that what I am now. Because I mean, at that point, I think I wanted to be either in the military or something, or a teacher, or both. And to like be like, you're what? You're gonna be a lawyer? Like, he'd be like, are you that smart, really? I still don't think I'm that smart to be a lawyer, but like, the thing that made me think I could do it was I saw other people and I'm like, they're not that smart. If they can be lawyers, I can be a lawyer. So my 12-year-old self, not knowing at the time, would be like, I can't believe you are that smart. My future self's so smart. And he has kids and a wife. Like, this is crazy.
So what are the things you'd be happy about? That you are a lawyer? Would you be happy about that?
I think he'd be happy. Well, I don't know if he'd even care about being a lawyer, but I think he'd definitely be happy that like, he's like, hey, you're still in shape. You like to just do sports still, you know, like, because I was really into that back then. So I think he'd be happy I was into that. And for what, I was playing video games for a while again, but I'm done now. But he'd probably, like, if he saw me playing video games, he'd be like, that's awesome, you're playing video games still.
Yeah.
But now that I'm done with video games, that's another thing he'd be disappointed in me. And like, what, you're not playing video games? There's not any cool Star Wars games out now? Like, what's going on?
It's true, yeah. I guess when I was first thinking about that, I was thinking like the important things now, like, you know, the career and things. But you're right. My 12-year-old self wouldn't really care about that. What was the last LucasArts game, you know? So that's true.
Exactly.
I'm kind of new to this, so real quick.
Yeah, I tried to get Matt into this YouTube thing, but
Yeah, we'll see how it catches on.
being a teacher and stuff, he's a little worried about, like, what if a student saw this stuff, so he would have to be tactful and everything, but
Yeah.
We'll keep him on the down low for now. I won't even put his name in the description.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And I can, what is it? Deny any. I don't know. What's the lawyer term for that? When somebody's accused for something and they deny.
You just claim your. I don't know.
All right. Well, this is.
You know, it's terrible because like my brain's fried right now as far as like stuff goes. So.
All right. Well, back to the question. I think my 12-year-old self would be most excited about the fact that I'm married, because at that time, 12, I was pretty chubby, and I never thought I would even have a girlfriend. So the fact that I'm married is awesome. I still play video games, so I'd be excited about that, I'm sure. You can play, like, without wires between computers? So that'd be pretty cool. Pretty big deal, I think. The fact that I'm a teacher, I think at 12, I'd be okay with that. I think in middle school, I was already thinking about being a teacher. So I think that'd be fine. Some pointers to myself at 12. I guess I would say, like, cheer up. Like, it's not going to be that bad. Because for me, 12, that was, like, the worst era through middle school. So once high school hit, which is what, about, it's like 13, 14. Things for me got better, so.
Yeah.
That'd be my one advice, I guess.
Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. We might shoot something again tomorrow to like make it like a more congealed ending. I'm going to end this video right now, but actually, I do, like, since we're talking about it already, we're kind of getting you into this, I want to go ahead and cover my favorite questions real quick with you. I don't want to do interview style, but I kind of like where this is taking us. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bonus video. So I'm going to stop this video, and what we do next is going to be the bonus video I'll upload later.
If you're not too bored, you can.
Yeah, if you're not too bored, you can watch that. Like, but I don't want to make this too boring. So.
All right,
Steve. See you later.
Hey, Steve. I hope that recorded.
Yep.
See you later, guys.